Hola! In today's lesson we are going to learn about the differences between tú and usted and between a familiar versus a formal situation. In Spanish, as in many other languages, we can address people in different ways. Even in English, we can do that by using sir or madam. Usted in Spanish is a formal way to say you. It nowadays is more common in Latin America than in Spain, and it denotes respect and a sense of formality. The important thing to notice is that when we use usted, we conjugate the verb in the third person, as in he or she. For example, tú eres español, are you Spanish? If we want to use the usted version of that, we need to change tú for usted, but also we need to change the verb and conjugate it in the third person, as in usted es español. They both mean exactly the same thing, but one is more formal than the other. Let's see the uses of usted now, and we can summarize the uses in these situations, although not exclusively. Elderly people, for instance, a doctor would say to an elderly woman, Usted está perfectamente. You, formal, are perfectly okay. Police and civil servants would probably use usted with the members of the public. For instance, Usted es el proprietario. Are you, sir, the owner? Also in formal social situations, we would prefer the use of usted. For instance, Usted habla español muy bien. You speak Spanish very well. And also politicians and in legal situations. For instance, the judge would say, Usted tiene solo 5 minutos más. You have only 5 more minutes. There is also a plural version of usted, ustedes. We have seen many examples in previous lessons. It is the prevalent form in Latin America to refer to a group of people, no matter what situation. For instance, Vosotros sois españoles. Are you guys Spanish? The ustedes version of that would be Ustedes son españoles. We changed the vosotros, which is used in Spain mainly, for ustedes. But not only that, we're going to use son, which is the form of the third person in plural. Let's see some situations here. Ustedes necesitan ayuda. Do you, group of people, need help? So ustedes here is preferred to vosotros. Or the teacher would say to the class, Ustedes trabajanduro. You, group, work hard. Let's do some practice. Using the verb hablar, which form of the verb would you use in each situation? First one, tú gab español. We have tú, so we need the second conjugation of hablar. Tú hablas español. Usted, now we need the third person because it's formal. Usted habla español. We drop the s from the tú. Plural, vosotros habláis español. Ustedes version of that, ustedes hablan español. Let's do the same with the verb ser, to be. Tú gab español. As we know, that's the not formal one, the second conjugation of the verb. Tú eres español. Compare that to this. Usted, formal, español. We need the third person here. Usted es español. Vosotros, españoles. We will use the vosotros conjugation, sois, compared to ustedes, son españoles. The things to remember in this unit are that we have a formal and a familiar situation, and we can use tú and usted accordingly. We conjugate usted or ustedes in the third person, and we have a singular, usted, and a plural version of that, ustedes.